Yee. Way up.
All right, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee on a Friday. And we're going to have some fun. My guy G Money is here.
What up, though? Feel Good Friday. Good morning, Angela.
Well, G Money's an expert at this. He's been doing radio since when? Since way before me.
25 years.
25 years. Huge.
Yeah.
And every time I go to St. Martin, I hear you on the radio.
Yes.
When I'm in the car.
trying to get you to do my show for me.
We could swap it out. I wouldn't mind working from St. Martin for a little while.
I ain't mad at you.
All right. Well, listen, you're going to be guest hosting today, so thank you so much for coming through. But you're from Staten Island.
Yes. Originally from Staten Island, born and raised. Of course, moved to St. Martin 25 years ago. Still doing radio, and of course, I love what I do. And of course, I'll always be from Staten Island, represent Staten. But you know a little bit about Staten Island
yeah,
too.
Wu-Tang. It is officially the 9th is Wu-Tang Day.
Yes.
You know, and it's been, 30 years?
Yesterday, they lit up the Empire State Building in the Wu-Tang colors.
30 years since the Wu-Tang's first album. Mm-hmm. All right, well, today we also have Marcus Samuelsson, one of the most famous chefs ever, joining us. He has the Honeyland Festival happening in Houston. I'm heading out there after the show to go participate. It's going to be amazing with just performances. He curated the whole food part of it, the eats and sips and all of that. So I'm excited for him to join us. But in the meantime, let's start the show with some positivity and shine a light. 800-292-5150 is the number. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee with my special guest co-host, G Money, today.
Yes, sir.
He has his own show in St. Martin, the AM/PM Workload show.
Yes.
Right, and so you can hear him anytime you're out there.
Laser 101.
Yes. Laser 101. You know, I love going to St. Martin, so I get to hear
island,
you.
Right?
Don't do that to me. But it's up there. It's definitely in my top.
I want to see what you was going to say.
All right. Now, you want to shine a light on somebody since you're our special guest.
Thank you very much. I got to shine a light out on the K Woods Foundation. I went to a fundraiser they had last night in Staten Island, and K Woods does a lot for the community in Park Hill. He just built a basketball court not too long ago, and they're raising funds now for a community center in Park Hill. So shout out to the K Woods Foundation. They did a black tie affair last night.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. Everybody came out, supported the K Woods Foundation. So shout out to them, and a shout out to all the Brothers Care also, who also do a lot of fundraising in Staten Island. So shout out to all those two groups.
It's a blessing to be a blessing.
Yes, it is.
You know, Staten Island's near and dear to my heart because my first job actually, I interned for Wu-Tang in Staten Island, so I definitely know all about that. And we used to do an event called Park Hill Day.
Yes.
And so I was part of planning that, and so I love it.
Okay.
So yeah, shine a light on K Woods, the K Woods Foundation. All right, well, who do you guys want to shine a light on and spread some positivity to? 800-292-5150 is the number. Kevon, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I would like to shine the light on my mom, Janet Aberdeen.
Okay.
She passed away earlier this year, February the 14th.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but she basically put me through school. And, she was a single mom. And, she had 2 boys. And, because of her inspiration, I'm now an investor, an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And I also started my own spa on 5th Avenue.
Ooh.
That's opening on January the 1st.
What's the name of it?
It's called the Aberdeen Wellness Spa.
Wow, your mom raised a real one.
Yeah. She definitely is opening a lot of doors for me. And I just want to be able to give her her flowers.
All right, well, we definitely give her flowers today. Thank you for calling.
All right, thank you so much.
And congratulations.
All right, bye. Thank you.
All right, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, let's talk about Keke Palmer. She has been granted sole custody of her 8-month-old son, and we'll give you all the details leading up to that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Oh, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and G Money is here.
What up, though? Feel Good Friday, Angela.
That's right. He is my guest host today, but he also is a professional. He's been doing this for 25 years.
25.
To be clear. All right, let's get into some Yee tea. Keke Palmer, and I just want to send her some love. This cannot be easy. She has an 8-month-old son with Darius Jackson. Now, she's been dating Darius Jackson since June of 2021, but according to paperwork, she filed a request for a domestic restraining order against him. She's also seeking sole custody of their 8-month-old son, and she has been granted that, all right, temporarily. There's surveillance footage that shows really shocking images of what looks like him putting his hands on her. And so this is just a really sad situation that this even had to happen. These screenshots are available if you see them online. In the court document, she said, Darius trespassed into my home, physically attacked me, knocked me over my couch, and pinned me down and stole my phone after I threatened to call the police. She said that he kept repeating that he was going to take their 8-month-old son, Leotis, to a football game, but he was with her sister, and she then asked him to leave her home. She said he was yelling, leaning into me, getting into my face. At that point, he lunged at me, grabbed at my neck and face, and knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and then ran out of the house. She said she ran outside to get a phone back, and he nearly hit me with his car. She said that her mother and another one of her sisters were upstairs at the time and came running to her aid after hearing her screaming. All right. And after that, Darius Jackson, and this was all on November 9th, posted a photo with him holding their son and saying, I love you, son. See you soon. Now, a lot has happened. Keke Palmer's mother actually went to social media to respond to everything that was happening because Darius Jackson's brother, Sharonis, posted the most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I've ever encountered in my entire life. Abuses almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, so damn sad. Now, he quickly deleted that post, right? And Keke Palmer's mother responded.
I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive.
All right. She also, Keke Palmer also detailed another incident in February last year. She said that he got jealous after she showed a bikini photo of herself, and he slammed her on the floor, slapped her head from side to side. She said the next morning he was standing at the bottom of the stairs near the front door screaming at me as I was coming down the stairs. When I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed me around the neck and body slammed me back onto the stairs.
That's not good. That's not a good relationship, especially when you're trying to take a 8-month-old to a football game and you're upset.
Yeah, listen.
Like, I don't get that.
I'm just praying for her because women will be in these situations behind closed doors that we don't know about.
True.
And sometimes it's really hard to have to, and listen, we know this because of these court documents, not because she put this out there, but we are praying for you, Keke Palmer. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you, and for the sake of yourself and your child, I'm praying for your safety.
And it might be even stuff that we know, more stuff we don't even know about.
I'm sure there is. It's never just these incidents. All right, well, we have some more music to play for you, and when we come back, we have About Last Night, so you can tell us about the foundation you went to. Right now, though, let's get into some Jay-Z and Kanye West. I wonder if they'll do another album again for real. It's Way Up.
Yeah, right.
With Angela Yee.
About last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee with my guest co-host G Money.
I'm here.
You here? So G Money, you are a radio personality in St. Martin.
Yes.
But you're from Staten Island, so you're back here. So you're here a lot.
Yeah.
So what did you do last night?
Last night, I went to an event at the Staten, the K Woods Foundation.
The island of Staten?
Yes, your favorite island. Your second favorite island, actually, after St. Martin. And the K Woods Foundation, they do this yearly, do a fundraiser. And K Woods, for those who don't know, is the brother of Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan. And he does a fundraiser for the neighborhood.
Okay.
He built a brand new basketball court in Park Hill, which I know you're very familiar with Park Hill.
Yep.
And now he's working on a community center. So.
Is Park Hill 10304? Is that okay?
Correct. You go, girl.
10304, because that's in Wu-Tang songs, you know.
Some zip codes. So, So now his next plan is to build a community center. He unveiled the plans and a computer room and stuff.
Oh,
for
that's
the kids.
so dope.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, and he does a lot for the community. There's a lot of organizations in Staten Island that do a lot for their communities, like Brothers Care also does a lot for their community too. So
let that inspire everybody listening in your communities of things that you can make happen. You know, when we all come together and support.
And I had one brother last night. He said, I wish you was around. An older dude. He said, I wish you was around when I was around, because then, he went to jail. He said, I needed somebody to inspire the youth like what you're doing now. And he said, I wish there was somebody like you back in my time.
I think about that too. When I was younger, sometimes all it takes is for you to see somebody doing something or have a conversation to know what's possible.
Correct.
All right. Well, I love that. Last night I was working, and I've been working a lot lately.
When are you working?
I know. So I was filming lip service. I'm not going to name no names, but we were supposed to have 2 filmings yesterday, but the first one
Canceled.
not even was super late. When I say late, like almost 2 hours late, and then didn't end up doing it. Like, they were supposed to be there at a certain time. Then they're like, we're going to be 2 hours late.
Male or female? Just ask.
Oh, a male.
Oh, okay.
See how y'all do? But yes, and so I was definitely irritated because Gigi flies in from Atlanta, which shout out to Gigi for always going really hard to make things happen. Like the fact that she doesn't miss any episodes and flies in from Atlanta.
Wow.
So I always like to make sure we try to get 2 off at a time, so it's worth her taking the flight in and going back home. And so a lot of things happen. We have to rebook the studio. They're going to be a little bit late, but then it was like, okay, the truth is they're doing something and they're going to be 2 hours late.
Wow. So did they show up at all?
No, I'm not waiting 2 hours.
Oh, you was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah, we can't even do that.
So you did the first taping.
But we did do one taping that was really, really fun. Shout out to Steph G. Her episode is going to come out on Tuesday. It was hilarious.
Okay.
She's pretty funny. We had a good conversation. We had a good conversation about getting scammed. Too, because I did that My True Scam Story. Part 2 comes out on Monday, by the way. And Gigi you just got to hear it.
Okay.
But anyway, when we come back, it's time for Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 G-Money. I don't know if you've seen some of these Tell Us a Secret clips.
Yeah,
but
some of them are like, what?
Yes, y'all are wild. But we're not here to judge. We're just here to listen and then be like, well, damn. All right? Okay. 800-292-5150. We're just here to hear your secrets, not judge you. You're anonymous. And we'll post it, and then people will judge you. Okay. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. G-Money is guest hosting with me today.
I'm charged right now because Ange gave me some coffee.
Yes, not just regular coffee uplifts people, but I put a little chocolate Baileys, a little Casamigos. We made some little Friday drinks up here. But right now, we are getting ready for Tell Us a Secret. Now, being that this is your first time here, Tell Us a Secret is all about people calling in. We're not judging them. They're remaining anonymous, and they get to share with us their deepest, darkest secrets. Ooh. All right. 800-292-5150 is a number if you want to call us up and tell us a secret. Now, G-Money, do you have any secrets?
Nope. Nope.
Those are the people you have to look out for, by the way. Everybody who acts like they don't have secrets, those are the people that you have to be like, okay, I
don't even know what a secret is.
All right, well, let's hear yours. 800-292-5150. And you're with me on the no judgment, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, anonymous caller, what's your secret?
Yeah, I've been struggling. Truthfully, I'm going to be really honest. I'm pregnant, too.
Okay, wait, what is the secret? So the secret is that you're pregnant?
No, I've been struggling with addiction for 10 years, and I have not been able to get off of it, truthfully.
Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I thought this would be the miracle to get off of it during it. I still have just not been able to do it.
Oh my gosh.
I have no support, and I live just way too close to it. It's like a 5-minute, place. It's that close to me, and I don't know what to do. I don't really have much in life. You know what I mean? I don't have joy or a support system, and I don't really know what to do at this point. My family doesn't know that I relapsed on my drug of choice. It's kind of a secret, pretty much, and I don't really know what to do.
So you've gone to rehab, but then you've gotten back on drugs again.
Yes, I've been to rehab, truthfully, maybe 50 times in the past 10 years. I've been in and out for 10 years.
Listen, I know that addiction is not easy, but do you want to get help? Because I know sometimes it is a matter of you, and I know you do. I can tell you do by the fact that you're calling, you know, and you're thinking about this child that you have, and I want to get you the help that you need. And the fact that your family doesn't know about it isn't easy, and you feel like no one cares and you feel alone?
Yes.
You feel like they've given up just because they've seen this happen so many times?
Oh, yeah. Of course. My mom is I feel bad for her. I love her to death, but she's so tired of it, you know? And I've stolen from her. I've done her so wrong, and she's been nothing but good to me, you know? So I feel bad. I really do.
All right. Well, the truth is people do care about you, clearly. If they're, you know, your family is, they do care. But for whatever reason, you know, this is a disease that you haven't been able to shake. And I want to get you some professional help. So can you hold on the line?
Yes. Is there a place that would take me the fact that I'm like pretty much 7 months?
Yeah, it's an emergency. I'm going to hook you up with Dr. Jasper. He's a friend of mine, a really close friend of mine, but he owns different facilities, therapy facilities, and he has great resources. So this is not something that we're going to take lightly up here. I just want to make sure that I get you in the best position possible to succeed.
Thank you so much, really, because I've been wanting to do this, and most places wouldn't accept me for this reasoning.
All right, well, hold on the line, okay?
Okay, thank you.
What's up, anonymous caller? How are you?
I'm good.
You want to tell us a secret?
Yeah, so it's been a couple of years now, but when I was younger, I was a sugar mama / side chick for like 4 years.
Wow, for 4 years? You ever had a sugar mama, G-Money?
No.
Okay. So
I used to.
So tell me, like, what that entailed and what kind of things you would do.
Oh my gosh, I bought him like a system for his car, and I bought him like breakfast and lunch every day.
Wow, breakfast and lunch every day?
Yeah, I ended up adding it up, and it was something like $1,000 just on breakfast.
Wow,
half the year.
Sheesh. All right. Well, was it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, at the time it was great because, like, you know, you feel special. But then, like, you sit down and you think about it at night and you're like, you're kind of ruining somebody else's life at the same time. So what made you break it off? Honestly, he did.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, it was.
When do you celebrate Valentine's Day? The 13th or the 6th or the 15th?
Want to really know that question? That was the day we actually, you know, committed to the relationship.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did he used to tell you he loved you? I mean, 4 years is a long time. That's a relationship.
Yeah, it really felt like a relationship to me at the end of it. No, he always tried to play it off like he never caught feelings, but we're not dumb.
Did his significant other find out ever?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're towards the end.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's why it's
actually, she kind of found out a couple times in the middle and even in the beginning.
But y'all just kept going.
He was a side chick originally. Like, if you're a side chick, you know not to become the main because he's not going to change.
And he was married?
He wasn't married, but it was close enough.
Okay.
Would you do it again?
No. That life is very over with. I had fun.
Okay.
I kind of laugh about it and kind of feel bad about it. But a girl ain't got money like that no more.
The truth is, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, okay. How old was he?
He was about 6 years younger than me.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
34 is young still. Yeah. All right. Well, when we come back, we have Yeetie, and let's talk about Funny Marco. Next up, Chris Brown was on his show. We'll discuss It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
All right, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. G Money is here.
Yes, ma'am. Feel Good Friday.
And let's get into some Yee tea. All right, well, started off with Funny Marco and Chris Brown. You know, Chris Brown has his album 1111. And in anticipation of that, he sat down with Funny Marco in yet another funny interview. Now, Funny Marco asked a really awkward question about Chris Brown having a baby with a sister that looks just like him.
I got a sister that looks just like me, and she want to have a baby by you. You play with
Hell no. No. My bad, I didn't mean to diss your sister like that, I'm just saying. But, no.
her name Ashley.
What's up, Ashley?
He said, hell no.
I wonder if his sister looks just like him. And in addition to that, he also Chris Brown brought up the G Herbo situation when G Herbo and Southside were on Funny Marco's show and things didn't go so well for him. Here's what happened.
Why you let G Herbo and them do you like that?
Cause I was just like in the moment, like, damn, like this happening.
So you just letting light-skinned just bully you and
It's like if you was in a car wreck. You can't stop it. Like as you tumbling, I'm just like, damn, the car tumbling.
The car. When has a car tumbled?
He had no airbag.
All right, so you guys can check out that full interview, which is great promo,
Yes,
I think,
it is.
with Chris Brown's album. I didn't see him doing too much. All right, Robert De Niro's production company, Canal Productions, did have to pay his ex-employee, the one that took him to court, $1.2 million in civil cases. His executive assistant, who worked there in 2008 and ended up being the company's vice president before she left in 2019. So she got that money for damages. And remember, she was saying that he had her doing all kinds of things, like going to get a drink from Nobu in the middle of the night. He even called her during her dad's funeral, asking her to do things. Yes. And so they did not, however, find Robert De Niro as an individual liable for gender discrimination and retaliation claims. But it is the company that's liable.
Okay.
All right. Beyonce has dropped the new worldwide trailer for her Renaissance film. Here's a little snippet of that.
I close my eyes and travel through realms of space and time. Reality holds no power or control of my state of mind on my voyage to find a source to charge my inner being. Assembly line frequency as I tap my MPC. Welcome.
In this world that is very male-dominated, I've had to be really tough to balance motherhood and being on this stage. It just reminds me of who I really am.
All right, Renaissance, a film by Beyonce, comes out in theaters December 1st. I did not make it out to any of the shows. I know. I feel
my daughters went. My daughters went to Beyonce and Taylor Swift. They did both shows.
Oh wow! I feel like I was at the Beyonce show though. As much as people posted, I'm like, I feel like I'm there. All right, it's 57 shows that she did on this tour, sold out by the way. 57 shows. And speaking of cha-ching, Bad Baby made $38.6 million her first year on OnlyFans. You know, she started it only 1 month after she turned 18. And listen, that's how much she made, $38.6 million.
What was she showing on her OnlyFans?
I didn't look, so I don't know.
I didn't look neither, but.
All right, cash me outside. Man. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar, the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. All right, and you'll be happy about this. Speaking of shows, the Fugees have been on tour. Yes. So here is some Killing Me Softly. Yes. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
In the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I have my prolific co-host today.
Prolific.
You like that?
I love it.
Yes.
Word of the day.
G Money is here. And we're doing Under the Radar. By the way, J. Cole, whenever he says his rule about not posting, if you didn't know a rapper when he was alive, then don't try to post him. What do you think about that? I'm just curious. Because that line always sticks out to me.
I kind of gave him a thumbs up when I heard him say it. I was like, oh, I like that.
Because you know when somebody passes, people can't wait to post their picture.
Or they look for old pictures that I took a picture with so-and-so.
But, you know.
And he posted.
But then I also feel like, well, it is an homage to a person.
True.
Like, if I pass, I would love for everybody to post pictures with me.
So let me ask you a quick question. You see in your timeline, somebody passed away, like their mother or their father passed away. Do you give it a like? Like, you know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, my uncle passed away, and they put it on Instagram or Twitter. And then you see people like it. Like,
I think you are supposed to like that because it just shows support. It would be the worst if somebody posted it and no one did anything and it just had no likes.
I don't know. I feel funny about that. I don't want to hit the like button.
But if they posted, that means they want support. So I feel like that's,
I'll leave a comment, though.
Let's get into some Under the Radar. Wendy's, I like to give y'all some good news. They're giving out free chicken nuggets every Wednesday until the end of 2023. Remember, McDonald's is doing Fridays on Friday, so now Wendy's is giving out free chicken nuggets. I, by the way, do enjoy Wendy's nuggets. I just want to throw that out there.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good.
But the catch is, what's the catch? You got to use the app.
Well, yes, it's available through the app or online. So you get classic or spicy nuggets with or without dipping sauce. That's going to last until the end end of 2023. And they're also doing a welcome offer for first-time users of the app, giving out free 10-piece nuggets with the purchase.
Yes, sir.
Not mad at it.
I'm not mad at all. Free food.
All right, now, this is fascinating to me. Just throwing it out there. I just got my real estate license. Hey! And hedge fund tycoon Ken Griffin is building the most expensive home, not just in the United States, but on Earth. All right. He's the head of Citadel. And, you know, they moved their headquarters from Chicago to Brickell in Miami. So he's building that there. So now he's just right near
Donald Trump.
Yes, Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida. What he is building right now, he has more than 20 acres of beachfront real estate.
Whoa.
It's on a stretch that's known as Billionaires Row. And he's building a $1 billion mega mansion. $1 billion?
Why? Why do you want to build
the most expensive home on earth? The stories like this are just fascinating to me because it's just I can't even fathom it. But yeah, so there you go. For everybody right now who's talking about the housing market and how awful it is, here's Ken Griffin with his $1 billion
house.
mega mansion. But he is worth $35 billion according to Forbes. All right, and those are your under the radar stories. Now, Marcus Samuelsson is going to be joining us today. A huge, the most, I think, famous chef who I know personally. And he also has the Honeyland Festival in Houston this weekend. And we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my fun co-host G Money is here with me today.
Yes.
We are wide awake from this Coffee Uplifts, people.
I'm feeling good, though.
Let's get into some Yee T. Grammy nominations are in.
Yes.
And when I tell you, the ladies, all right, you just heard SZA, and she got nominated for Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year.
Nice.
I mean, she got multiple nominations. Best R&B Performance.
Well deserved.
Also, Victoria Monet. I'm so happy for her. She got nominated also for Record of the Year. She was nominated multiple times. Best New Artist, also Best R&B Album, also Best R&B Performance. Coco Jones got a handful of nominations as well. I love seeing the women who are running things, all right? So Coco Jones, Best New Artist also. She's up for that. And she's also up for Best R&B Album and Best R&B Performance.
Nice, nice. Now, you know we talk Grammy nominations. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from St. Martin, so we always got to talk about the reggae category.
Okay.
So, Best Reggae Album, Buju. Born for Greatness, Beanie Man, Sima. Kali Butts, Kali Roots Rhythm, 2003. Burning Spear, No Destroyer, and you cannot have a reggae category without at least one Marley every year. Not, it's facts. If you go back every year, there's at least one Marley nominated, and this year it's Julian Marley for Colors of Royal. So that's my reggae.
Oh, who you give it to?
I was not impressed with Buju's album, sorry to say.
Okay.
I might have to give it to Kali Butts.
All right.
That album's nice.
Where's Kali Butts from again? Bermuda. That's right. I
and
love
again,
Bermuda.
of course, Angela, sorry to say, no soca artists nominated because we do not have a soca category. So Grammy,
let's push for that.
If you're listening, please, we need a soca category for all my Caribbean people.
Now, let me tell you something. Album of the Year, because that's one of the big awards. All right, so Boy Genius, Janelle Monáe, John Baptiste, Lana Del Rey, Miley Cyrus, Olivia Rodrigo, SZA, and Taylor Swift.
Who you got?
That's a tough category. Let me tell you something. So many people who I like. I actually do like John Baptiste's album a lot. But I will say SZA.
Ring the bells.
SOS. Yes. Had my heart. And maybe I'm biased. I went to go see her concert too. And it was amazing. But Taylor Swift and the Swifties, that's a tough one too. But if you ask me,
well, Taylor Swift's now been nominated. She's the first person with 7 nominations. And now Song of the Year.
All right.
Wow. So she also
for Song of the Year,
yeah. So she also tied Barbra Streisand for the most all-time nominations by a female artist. So congratulations.
Well, this is all going to be happening February 4th in L.A. I, by the way, love Victoria Monet's album. No, I actually attended the Grammys once. And I was like, well, I don't really have any reason to be here. I like to watch it on TV.
Yeah, you're like, okay,
because it is a long show and you can't like get up and walk around. So, you know, and speaking of music, since we just did these Grammy nominations, it is a Friday, so you know what that means.
New Music Friday?
New Music Fridays. Absolutely. You're such a professional, G Money.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so when we come back, we are going to talk about all of the new albums that are out today, even some new singles. But today is action-packed. You know, we're getting into that holiday season time.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes, and so let's get into some new Music Fridays when we come back. In the meantime, let's throw it back, okay, to Knock It Down, because sometimes love will do that to you. Carrie Hilson and Kanye, it's Way Up.
Sir.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now.
You know who it is.
You know who it is.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and G Money is here.
I like the beat in the background.
I know he did that on purpose. You hear it. Now, G Money, you always say that you're from St. Martin,
Yes.
but you're really from Staten Island.
Correct.
Okay, but you've been in St. Martin for how long now?
Since 1998. But I've always been going back and forth because my mom is from St. Martin. So as kids, summer vacation, New York City, we would all go. Everybody would go down south. We would go to the Caribbean.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is amazing
Yes.
to be able to do. I
Yes.
would go to Montserrat
Yes.
as a kid while you were going to St. Martin.
Exactly.
All right, and so you've been doing radio on Laser 101.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own show, the AM/PM Workload Show, but you also you're like the program director or manager.
Yeah.
What's
Operations
the title?
manager, program director, music director. I got a lot of hats.
And when it comes to St. Martin, you also represent the airport.
Why you laugh for?
Because it's just crazy. I've never heard of such a thing. But you're the person who's the voice and the face of the construction that's going on at the airport.
So there's a video vlog on YouTube called Restoring a Princess.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you've ever been to St. Martin, you know we've had our airport down since Hurricane Irma, and we're still going. So a lot of people are like, what's going on with the airport? It's not done yet. It's not built yet. So we decided, I spoke to one of the CEO, and we decided to come out with a little video. So we do little videos. It's actually a series. And we've been nominated for a couple of awards, actually, for a video award, which actually we won a video award for. They don't even know that yet, but I'm just breaking news right now.
Right.
So I didn't
That's
get,
great.
I didn't get-
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. I didn't even get a chance to get back and tell them that we won a video award. But it's called Restoring a Princess, and basically it goes through each episode of, you know, the construction, how we got here and what's new. The
I was
terminal,
just
the roof.
there because the construction is, you can see it's going to be amazing, but it is like, woo, can we get the airport?
Yeah, a lot of people
While
like-
the construction's going on, there's no VIP lounge. There's
No,
none of
so
that.
the terminal, the departure is supposed to open, I think, this week.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. In time for the holidays, because a lot of people actually end up having to fly to St. Martin, and they go to Anguilla, they go to St. Bart's. But if you choose to stay in St. Martin, which I do all the time,
Yes, she doesn't want to say her favorite island, but continue.
it is one of my favorite islands. I'm not going to lie, but I do also enjoy other places. But it is definitely in my top places to go. I was just there recently, and you know I was there for New Year's last year.
Correct.
And so, you know, what I will say about G Money is everybody knows him. So every time I'm there, I'm in the car when we're in the rental car, because you got to get a rental car to get around. Every time you turn on the radio, I hear G Money, and so. Just what you do out there. You have some fun segments. I learned a lot of things from listening to the show, but everybody really likes you. You know how you can go places and mention somebody, and some people like you and some people don't. Everybody loves G Money.
It's a Libra thing.
Okay. My mom's a Libra. My brother's a Libra. And you've also interviewed some amazing people too.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Oh my goodness, I can go. Oh, we had just had Marshall Montano.
Oh, that's
and
huge.
And he was breaking down some of the meanings of his songs and how he wrote it. You got to check that out. We have it on YouTube too, on a radio station. But he broke down some of it, how he got to write his songs and actually what the songs are about. And it's really, really cool. Of course, a friend of the show, Bill Bellamy, always comes through.
Good friend of yours.
Yeah, comes through with the family all the time. So shout out to him. But we get all the you know. One thing I like about it, because we're in the Caribbean, so we catch a lot of the celebrities who come on vacation, such as yourself, and also, of course, we do such amazing shows. We have an amazing carnival, the only island in the Caribbean that has 2 carnivals, French side, Dutch side, February and April. No other island in the Caribbean can say that.
Yeah, is that the only island that has 2 whole separate?
That's
so does that
right.
mean you guys have different leadership, French side,
Absolutely.
Dutch side?
Different
Okay.
Police department, fire department. There's a border. They
On
don't
the
check-
same island.
Same island. You can just drive. The smallest piece of land in the world, governed by 2 different nations, Holland and France.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to talk more to G Money. In the meantime, Marcus Samuelsson is about to join us. And I do want to say this. I was at the food festival they had in St. Martin.
Yes, you was.
As well. And that's an amazing experience. And Marcus Samuelsson has a food festival happening, Honeyland Festival in Houston. Not just food, but also music and everything. So we're going to talk to him about that. But in the meantime, Kanye is very popular today on this show. Here's All Falls Down. It's way up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I'm really excited today to have one of the most renowned chefs literally in the world. Marcus Samuelsson is here.
Thank you for having me. I am super excited to be here on Way Up. I'm very excited.
First things first, I want to talk about this Honeyland Festival that is happening this weekend that I am so excited to go to in Houston. So tell us about how this even came about.
Yeah, IMG come to my team. It's like, we want to do this festival. They've been watching what we've been doing with Harlem Meet Up for years. Like, Harlem Meet Up is our food festival in Harlem for 8 years now. And so they came to us like, we want to put something together that is very, very special, that both honors Black music. Therefore, you know, Mary J. Blige, Bun B, all the amazing acts is going to be there.
A lot of Houston acts too.
And then asked us if we can be partner and curate the food side. So we're like, yes, this is amazing. And also to pick Houston as a city, it's just such a special place.
It
right?
is.
First of all, it's the most diverse city in the country. I don't think people even know that.
I didn't even realize that. Okay.
And where we put it in Sugar Land, which is actually the highest, the biggest population of West Africans. You have a lot of Nigerians, Ghanaians, Uganda. Like, it's a lot of African vibes in Sugar Land. So I just feel really proud as an African to be able to put it there.
Right now we're talking to Chef Marcus Samuelsson. You're from Ethiopia, but raised in Sweden.
Yes.
And then came over here. And everybody recognizes you, obviously, from having television, from winning competitions and then judging competitions and having your own programming.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you about this that went viral. Keith Lee, he's a food critic, and he was in Atlanta, and he was visiting different restaurants.
Yeah.
And he wants to go to a restaurant not as a celebrity or somebody who's known, but just as a regular person and see how he gets treated. But then when people see that it's him, they're like, oh, we can't accommodate you. We can't get you this table right away. And so he didn't like that so he won't go in there if he's not treated that way from the beginning. But a lot of these restaurants that are overly booked, that are hard to get a reservation at, they do make accommodations for people who are well known.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that? Because some people think that that's the wrong thing to do, but then I also understand as a restaurant owner, you want to make sure that you are getting that type of viral, you know, where somebody might come in who has a huge following and post it, and that does help the business.
No, it's super layered and complex, right? But, you know, a VIP, there's many reasons why someone is, we sometimes we call it PX a VIP, but sometimes it's also pure about safety. In all our restaurants, we have a side door where we can let people in and out because it's about safety. When we have hosted from the President of the United States to, like, if you're a major celebrity, you have to create a safe space for that person. And it's very hard for somebody else to say, why are you treating them differently? It's all about safety. So that treatment is actually necessary for certain times. Do you know what I mean?
I know. I'd be like, why you let President Barack Obama sit here before me? I was waiting. No.
Yeah. But so part of it is that. And I know, I mean, reviewing a restaurant, it's very important because for that family, it's their only business most of the time, so they want to get a good review.
Yes.
Training hospitality is super hard, right? Because it's a daily thing. It's not a system that you can just press play.
And sometimes you can't help how people act that day to some of your customers.
Yeah. But I also feel bad for him because now he's getting death threats or things like that. You know, I think actually his intention was actually pure and right, and then it got left. And I you know, I love that we are passionate and we get involved and we get excited about that. But then also, no one should get death threats. There should be it's only, we have to put a limit to it, because I do think his intention was actually to share what these restaurants are doing.
Right.
I know we work really, really hard on hospitality, and I know the guys at Toast, they work really, really hard on hospitality.
Oh, that's my guy,
and sometimes,
Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil, of course. And sometimes it can go wrong anyway, right? But I know Virgil and the team, their intention is really, really good, and they got 2 beautiful restaurants in Atlanta. They're doing brunch all day.
Listen, I go to Toast every time I'm in Atlanta. I book my flight when I'm leaving purposely.
Oh, that's why you don't come to my spot in Atlanta, to B&G.
I'll be there in December.
Okay, cool. We're in the fourth board. No, but I mean, so I can see it from both ways, right? But I love that we get passionate about something, but then we also have to stop, because especially the world is crazy right now. Right?
Yeah.
So we can go. A death threat, it's not a joke. That's serious.
At all. You never know when it's real and when it's not. You can say it's just people saying something crazy online, but you don't know. All right, we have more with Marcus Samuelsson when we come back. Of course, the Honeyland Festival is happening in Houston this weekend, but he's just amazing. Let's get into it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and what an honor to be joined by Chef Marcus Samuelsson. All right, now I want to ask you some etiquette questions. When do you send your food back?
I don't.
Never?
I don't. It's the chef in me. I don't. I know what that person goes through. I don't. I'm not the right person to ask with it. My wife does, though.
She does?
Yeah.
I barely ever do that. It has to be like
Yeah.
really, and I'm very apologetic.
Yeah.
You know, every time that I do that. All right, now, is it okay when people are ordering in a restaurant and before the food even comes, they ask for all different kinds of sauces, even though they haven't tasted it yet? Like, can I get hot sauce?
I think the whole point of going out is also one part you want to experience something different, but if you're comfortable with that, have the sauces come in, but try the dish as the chef wanted to be tried. You can't just, I'm going to eat the dish the way I eat it at home. No, you're out. You're supposed to have that experience. You know, you don't have to put ketchup on jerk. You know, it's not something that needs to happen. You know?
All right, what about to-go orders, okay? Now, I've heard chefs say that at certain restaurants, they do not do to-go because it tastes so different when it leaves a restaurant and goes home. What are your thoughts on to-go?
You know, the pandemic, right, it taught us we had to pivot. I did not want to do to-go for a long time at Rooster because when you know, something like
So
chicken or
different, right.
waffle, it can't get moist. It's not crispy anymore. But we pivoted and people actually, then we opened a to-go side of Red Rooster, right? So, you know, I was wrong. It worked.
I've
You know?
definitely done some to-go.
Yeah,
Rooster.
yeah, we had to change, you know. I mean, with Havmar, we don't really do to-go yet. There's a lot of fish. But I think as a chef, you have to evolve and stay open because end of the day, you have to meet the customer where they're at.
Okay, washing chicken.
You don't have to do that. You know, again, my wife does that. Sometimes I rinse and I cure my chicken. I put water and salt in just for it to get tightened up a little bit. That's different than washing the chicken.
Okay.
Very different.
Right now, we're talking to Chef Marcus Samuelsson. All right, now, tipping, even though the service was bad.
Tip, yes.
No matter what.
Yes, because that server, that's what they live off.
What if they were rude and they did not do things that you needed them to do? They messed up your order, you waited, they forgot.
I know,
them.
but there is a way to tip, and then there's a way to communicate that she or he was rude, right? And both are important, right? You can speak. That's what the manager is there for, right?
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to do this because it's how we do things, but this was unacceptable. And actually, the house needs to know that.
Right.
Because then they can address that through manager meeting or whatever. But you talk about someone's livelihood, you know, you have to tip. It's part of it.
All right, reviews. When you leave a restaurant, how do you feel? Maybe your experience wasn't great. Should you go and leave a review or should you talk to the manager or both?
Both. As chefs, we always think this is the way it's supposed to be. We don't have to listen. We have to listen. I read every morning. We read our reviews. We learn from the customers. And because we learn a ton. If we think the customer was not waiting for the food and every review says, "Hey, I waited 45 minutes."
Right.
Guess what? We were
You
wrong.
probably did, yeah.
You have to be on your business and in your business.
And I want to encourage people to leave good reviews too, because sometimes people only leave reviews when they're mad and they want to go on there and be dead. But if it's great, you know, reviews do mean a lot to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how we learn. That's the feedback that we work on, right? And we need that. When you are having a dialogue with the guest like that, the restaurant can actually improve, right? If we don't have any dialogue, that's when the restaurant just, what happened? And then it closes down.
Well, thank you so much for coming through. We got to have you back, more frequently, because I know you're super busy.
Can I just give you a big shout out? You're inspiring so many people, not just women. You made someone like me think about how can we reshape our industry.
Thank you.
So, you know, I know your store in Brooklyn, and you're going to grow that.
Marcus has been really great with giving me some direction behind the scenes and talking to us about our coffee company. When we first launched, we sat down and had a meeting.
Yes.
And as you can see, everything you said, like I definitely paid attention and took it to heart. And I'm glad that we have the lines of communication where I can ask you,
of course,
you know, certain questions. But again, thank you so much. And for Honeyland Festival, how can people get tickets? Because you can still come out to Houston and I'll be there. So I'm excited to see everyone.
Honeyland.com, book it, come through. It's going to be the best of music in Texas and the best of food. And we're going to be there. It's going to be a vibe.
Well, thank you so much to Chef Marcus Samuelsson for joining us. Truly a pleasure. And when we come back, you guys have the last word. 800-292-5150 is Way Up.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and what a great Friday. I'm joined by my good friend G Money.
Feel Good Friday. I had a ball.
Thank you. I gotta come when I come to St. Martin and do your show again. Yeah, let's make sure we do that. Also tonight, we're gonna be joining Donnell Rawlings. He's filming his Netflix stand-up special
tonight.
Yeah. So it's the New York Comedy Festival. Definitely got to go support my brother, Donnell Rawlings. And then after that, first flight in the morning, I'm out to Houston to go see Marcus Samuelsson. It's the Honeyland Festival. So I'll be there all weekend. And I'm excited about it.
Sounds good. You're going to
booked and busy.
Eat good.
I'm going to eat so good. Every time I try to be like, all right, I got to slow down on the eating, something happens. Like Chef Marcus Samuelsson brings you some fried chicken. What am I supposed to do?
Eat it.
And mac and cheese.
Eat it.
And cornbread. What am I supposed to do? All right, guys. And happy birthday to baby Jake. He is 21 years old today. If you'll recall, I brought him to Powerhouse one year, and he was the only person who got a picture with Beyonce when she was dressed up as Janet Jackson for Halloween. Happy birthday, baby Jake. 21st birthday. About to be a terror. But anyway, y'all have a beautiful and safe weekend. You can watch Marcus Samuelsson's full interview on my YouTube channel at Way Up With Yee. Also, make sure y'all follow my guy G Money. Is it Mr. G Money?
Mr. G Money. MRGWEMONEY.
Yes, and if you go to the islands, if you go to St. Martin, all you gotta do is turn on the radio. You'll hear him, pull up on him. He'll be outside, baby. All right, it's the Way Up with Angela Yee, and of course, here is Last Word.
So my secret is I am a cis female, but I really enjoy dating on Grindr. So, it's been a lot of fun for me, and everyone should try it. It's not just for gay people.
Hi, Angela. I would like to shine the light on my son, Toriano, a.k.a. Pooh. I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida. Son, I am so proud of you. I am very, very proud of you. Keep up the hard work, son. Love you.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.